officially been 1 year since I've moved to the UK. Isn't that crazy? I mean, I remember March 12th of 2020, the letter from MMU that I got into the program. 4 days later, the whole world crashed and burned, and I was like, am I still moving? Is it just a loss? And here I am. I've been here for a whole year. September 19th, 2020 is when I moved here. Let's not talk about what day it is now or when this is going to get uploaded, because it took a lot of work to go back through my Instagram, my phone, my mom's phone, my boyfriend's phone. You know what? Lots of talk. Let's just go into the recap. It's been a crazy ride, crazy, amazing adventure, but a lot has changed. Mostly my postal code. Even though this is supposed to go from September to September, going back to August 2020 is a little bit better because, well, there's just a lot of detail. Let's start with me quitting my job at Rite Aid. I was a cashier. It was a terrible job. I knew it was just for the interim of me deciding to leave Buffalo and sell my car and move back in with my mom. Quit my job. I had to say goodbye to the music scene in Buffalo. I said goodbye to my band, The Neighbor's Kids, my duo partner, Rich from Avid, all the venues that I've been playing in since pretty much 2016. It was really hard. After I quit my job, I went with my best friend to Syracuse, I think it was, to get my visa, and oh, that was so exhausting. Trying to move countries in the middle of a pandemic was not the best idea. But you know what? I made it. I got all the paperwork in. I did arrive 2 weeks later in September, but we moved. I was still pushing Guilty pretty hard. I Don't Want Your Man, all the songs. I was getting played on radio stations all over the country and in other countries. But you know, I kind of decided, well, my life is going to be kind of more educational now, so I'll just put this on the back burner. But it was hard to say goodbye to everything that I'd been pushing. And then in September, I had to say goodbye to the most important people of my life. Jax, my mom, my family. And then I had a long flight to the UK where I self-isolated and I was bored out of my mind. If you remember that self-isolation video, it was just crazy. But you know, I moved into Cavendish, I met my flatmates, and they were really nice. I didn't have the best time getting into Cavendish. A lot of things went wrong and they just weren't prepared. But you know, my flatmates, we had a great time. We watched movies, we played Just Dance, we were always eating together. Obviously not a lot of people were happy because of COVID, as you can see from all the post-it note signs. We were one of them. I made my time productive in self-isolation. I became an Indie Bible affiliate, and Hal Dickens, he actually started talking about the book that I was on the cover of, and you know, I'm still waiting to hear back on that. But it was an exciting month even though I couldn't do much. Then October came around and then I was hanging out with all my best friends. I've got Lucy and Taylor, and I was going out with my flatmates a lot. You know, we were trying as best as we can to live it up. I finally got to go back to the whiskey jar, and then things started closing down, unfortunately, and we were back inside. But All I'm Asking finally released. This music video is the best music video that I've ever been a part of. It is the most professional, it is the coolest, and man, I'm a damn good looking superhero, okay? I kicked ass in that video. So I was really happy because I got to do all the promo for that. The music video came out and I got a lot of views in a very short amount of time, so that was nothing to laugh about. I did get to live stream one time in Halloween. It was the first time that I had played with my flatmates in the house, so it was kind of weird. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be good, if they were gonna like it, but you know, I had a great time. And then I actually threw a Halloween party at my place. We had only 6 people, obviously, because those were the rules of lockdown, but you know, we had a great time. And then November happened. I loved autumn in Manchester. It was amazing. It was so pretty, and I had my long hair back. I was trying my best to explore the city, just doing it in a safe way. I did a 2-month update because I wanted to update you guys. And then I did throw a Thanksgiving at my place because all my friends were from the UK. They had never had Thanksgiving, and we made a really good meal. I don't have any pictures of the food, but it was phenomenal. And I finally understood why parsnips are so good. In December, I knew that I was going to be going home. It was the end of block 2 for my school, but we did have the chance to make a meme tree with Chris Pine on the top. You might remember my TikTok video, but that was a lot of fun. My flatmates and I, we did the best that we could. We had a really good time, and I did say goodbye to them so I could go home. And oh, it was so nice seeing Jax. He missed me so much, my mom missed me so much, and we just had so much fun. We ate out a lot. We had a whole list of things that we had to eat and make before I left home because at the time I was planning on leaving January 10th, but I'll get into that. I cuddled with Jax. I had some silly and fun antics with my mom. My music got 3,000 streams on Spotify, which I thought was pretty cool. Buffalo was super snowy, but I made the best out of it by, of course, doing a photo shoot with my long hair before I got the haircut. I tried to make some TikToks. I got a lot of gifts for Christmas, and I even did a Christmas live stream. Oh, that was really fun, and it was nice because my mom got to hear me play again. Which brings me to January, when I was supposed to go home and found out that COVID had ruined everything because the day that I was supposed to leave, they mandated that you had to have a PCR test, which kind of put a wrench in the whole thing, honestly. But, you know, I thought, well, if I stay longer, I'll be able to hang out with my mom. I can do my courses from here because obviously everything's online. I got to cuddle with Jax more, have more fun times with my mom. I hung out with my friends, and this time, because it wasn't so crucial for me to spend time with my mom, I was able to actually like spend the night at my friend's house, go out more, do some things, and it was really nice. With that extra time, I wanted to really make the most of it, which is when I decided I want to produce Joker. I want to make an amazing music video for it. So you know what, my mom and I, we got to work. I picked the outfit. I really tried my best to produce Joker, and that music video was absolutely the coldest thing I've ever done, but it was worth it, and I think it came out beautifully. I really don't know anything else that would have fit that video. So February, more friends, more mom, more Jax, and I did write Aisle 32B, and Aisle 32B is going to be one of my favorite songs I've ever written, and I'm also going to be recording it soon, hopefully next month in Manchester, so I said a little bit about that in the last video. February was just kind of a blur. I did all my school at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. in America. Everything was good. I was home. I wasn't losing money, and I was in a very comfortable place, a place where I felt loved, and I was just very happy. But I did have some time to think about what I wanted to do with my life, because now instead of moving back January 10th or February 20th, now it was going to be March 13th. Now I went home and I had to isolate, obviously, again. Joker actually released that day when I went home to the UK, so I was still super stressed, but what is my life without stress, honestly? I don't know how I would survive if I didn't have 1,000 things to do all the time. I released a lyric video with that as well. The views and the feedback I got was absolutely phenomenal, so thank you guys so much for that amazing turnout. I mean, this video was so cathartic for me to release, and I'm really glad that you guys liked it. But when I was home, I was deciding about how I was ready for a relationship. It was hard to date, obviously, during COVID, so I came back and I joined Bumble. I met the love of my life on that app, so I totally think it's good. Bumble, if you ever need a spokesperson, I'm your girl. While I was in self-isolation, I actually got a request to be in a TV show. Someone slid into my DMs, and I thought, well, this is not gonna be real. This is definitely a scam. Turns out it wasn't a scam, and I'll get into that a little bit later. March was also my birthday month, and my mom was very sad to not be able to see me during my birthday. I hung out with my friends. My flatmates actually threw a little party for me, which was really nice. On March 29th, I met the love of my life in person. I met my boyfriend Ryan, and it's just amazing, you know? I never thought it would have happened through a dating app. I was pretty sure, adamant, that I was never going to be on a dating app for the rest of my life, but again, it was just really hard to meet someone through normal means, like a bar, because you couldn't go to a bar. So I met him on March 29th, and we got coffee, I'll tell you more in April. March 30th was my birthday, and I went with my friend Lucy. We went to the Peak District, and she made me some amazing Taylor Swift gifts. We almost died. I'm not exaggerating. We almost got lost in a field, and we almost got sucked up into the ground because it was so muddy. Really scary. But then April came, and I was hanging out with Ryan all the time. I mean, we were always together. He stayed at Cavendish probably just as much as I did. I don't know why, because he had his own flat, and he was definitely more professional and more settled in his life than I was, but he always slept over. We had a lot of fun. Eating too much, watching too much TV. We started The Office. I forced him into it. Ryan also got me a very cute gift for my birthday, and we had our first outdoor date in April, so that was a lot of fun. And then April 9th, I actually went down to London so I could audition in person for this show. In April, I found out that I got into the TV show, and I had to figure out, whoa, I've got to hand in my assignments early, and I've got to figure out a lot of things before I actually go, because it was shot in Lithuania. So here comes May, and I was getting everything ready to go. I had to say goodbye to Ryan, and that was probably the hardest day of my life. And I went to Lithuania with a bunch of people I didn't know, and the proof is in all these videos of the hotel and the costume I had to wear for the show. At this moment, I am not allowed to talk about the show fully. It is airing in October, and I was really hoping that by the time I made this video, it'd be out, the promo photos at least, but nothing still. Probably by the time this is actually uploaded to my YouTube, it will be out. And I just was having a great time in Lithuania. They gave me 30 euros per diem because I was there from like May 13th to June 6th. It was a long time. So June 6th, I came back, and Ryan had bought me like 50 pounds worth of snacks just for my next isolation. Oh my goodness, I've isolated so many times in this damn country. He isolated with me, and we had a great time. We ate a lot of food. We watched more Office, and I actually got the highest mark in the class in one of my courses, so that was a really good thing, because like I said, I'd been rushing to hand this assignment in early. I was worried that it wasn't up to par, and it turns out to be the best grade I got of the whole class, and my dissertation's gonna be on, so that's gonna be 2 years away, but I'm very happy about that grade. It was I Don't Want Your Man's 1-year anniversary, which was really exciting because, like I said, I put a lot of work into that video. I edited it myself. It's not as great as it probably could have been if a professional edited it with like their green screen equipment, but I think it was pretty good and I had a lot of fun doing it. I had to FaceTime my mom a lot because I was supposed to come home in July, but with the self-isolation, I wasn't vaccinated in time. We decided that I'll just come home and see her in Christmas, but it devastated her. It really did. Then wouldn't you know, I got my first dose of the vaccine and then I got COVID. Oh my God, worst time of my life. I had a fever so high, the paramedics were gonna come pick me up and put me in the hospital. It was terrible. I tested negative twice and I still was like, I must have this. I'm losing my taste. So then I took a home test and it was positive, took a real PCR test positive. So it was a really miserable week. I didn't expect it to hit me as much as it did. And it was just seriously, I wonder what would have happened if I didn't have the first vaccine dose. Maybe it would have been worse. Ryan bought me so much food, so much food. I was gonna make an Asda delivery and then he was like, no, I've got you covered. So he isolated with me again. He had already gotten COVID back in February, so he was still in that like, I'm not gonna get it a second time. So he hung out with me and I got over COVID, but before getting over it fully, I got an ear infection. I don't know how the stupid virus gave me an exploded eardrum, but it was the worst thing in my life. I couldn't hear, I couldn't sing and talk, and I started my new job in July, and all the shows that I had planned, I was so excited to play live again. It had been since February of 2020 since I played. I finally got to announce, hey, I'm playing some actual shows. I met Ryan's parents for the first time. I have no pictures of that because obviously that would be weird, but I promise you it did happen and we looked very nice for the day of. I drank a lot of zombies with his mom and, you know, we got up close and personal, so it was such a great night. And then the shows happened. I played my first show at Indigo. I played with Lucy and Taylor, my best friends, and it was like a nice practice session because the next day I had the whiskey jar, and the whiskey jar was like the epitome of music scenes in Manchester. Like, I have been dreaming about playing this place, and it went amazingly. Both shows did, and it really like reinvigorated my love of music and playing, and I'm really happy that it probably came at the right time. Ryan and I were starting to go on real dates, so we went to the aquarium, we went to Putt Putt, but honestly Putt Putt's where I got COVID, so I don't know how I feel about that. Went to Dino Kingdom, we went to On Towers with our friends Lucy and Lewis, and we actually got an apartment that day, so we were kind of like, oh my gosh, I don't care about the rides anymore, I just want to like get our apartment. We were really excited. We actually started a new candle making company, and I mean, haven't launched that. We're going to be launching it October 1st. So just keep a lookout for that. And I'm really excited. I mean, you can see the company name, it's Magic Candle, but very excited about the launch and hopefully it does really well. August was a really cool month for me because I started doing some modeling. I was actually able to be in a music video in Stoke-on-Trent. I did this weird and amazing flower modeling in Shrewsbury, and I got to wear this amazing dress. It was so nice. You might have seen it on my TikTok. So I got paid some money just to like pretty much do non-speaking roles, and it was so much fun. I packed up my flat slowly because it was still hard. It's always hard leaving a place, but then we got to move into the new place. I'm so excited. It's a place in Salford. It was a very slow process. We only had Ryan's dad's car, but we did it, and we did my place in 2 trips, Ryan's place in 3, and we moved in, and it's perfect dream place. Honestly, it's everything we could have wanted. It's way too much space, and we have so many ideas for decorating, and we're just so excited. I also got my dream internship at the end of August, and I also played a festival in the UK, and it was the first festival I'd played. It was so exciting. It was Glastonbury. So if you were there, thank you for coming, and it was just super exciting. It really was like, wow, this is what I want to do. I really want to keep playing music, so I'm really happy that I had that experience. Yeah, so in our place, you know, we've been making candles, we've been trying to do some interviews together, and dancing, obviously, practicing for our first dance someday. Always FaceTiming with my mom, even if it's the worst angles ever. So now it's September, at least I hope it is when I still release this video. We went to Gran Canaria, and it was the best vacation in the whole world. I should probably make a whole other video about that because we got to walk around and swim in 90-degree heat. We got to go try to see dolphins. We didn't see dolphins, but we got to be on this amazing catamaran boats in the sun, and we got to swim in the ocean, and just, it was an amazing experience because I've only ever been to the UK in Europe, and Ryan's only ever been to Paris. So we got to go to a new place together for the first time, and it was just incredible. Honestly, I can't wait to keep traveling, and I'm so excited to actually do it now that COVID's done. I'm in school again for the 2nd year. Apparently this is the most important year because it's where you get BPS accredited. So that's fun, but I'm here. And it's been a whole year. I hope that you've seen how much happier I've gotten month by month and how much I've grown and learned, and hey, maybe next year I'll know even more. I don't know what the next video on this channel is going to be. Honestly, I don't. Maybe you guys can give me some ideas. I hope you guys are staying safe, staying happy, of course, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
If I said I didn't know that you'd be here at tonight's show, well, I'd be lying through my teeth. I knew damn well you'd see me, so I did my best.